Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We're here for Ogilvy Television with Salman Amin, the Chief Operating Officer of North America for SC Johnson. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Amin. Could you please tell us, why is Chief Operating Officer here at Cannes today? This is a marketing festival, and it seems like you're a bit of a fish out of water.
Good morning, Jeremy. Good to be with you here today, too. For me, the answer is very simple. We are in a world where we have to build brands. And we have to be able to build brands that are differentiated, brands that are relevant for our consumers. And I believe very strongly that we are at a point where there's rapid convergence of technology, media, and very importantly, creativity. And for someone like me to come here, it's important to understand, how are all these forces developing? How are they actually impacting the development of brands, and how will brands be built going forward? So in a nutshell, that's why I need to be here. Because without that, it's really hard to configure how we will organize our people, what talent profiles we should be looking at, and very critically, how do we work with our agencies in a way that's more conducive to building the long-term health of our brands.
You'll be giving a speech in just a few minutes to the assembled Ogilvy staff here at our place on the Croisette. Would you mind giving us a preview of what you'll be talking about with them?
Yeah, so for me, the creative teams are some of the most important, if not the most important, partners we can possibly have. My question actually in return to the creatives is going to be, what can I do to be a better partner? What can I do to inspire them? It's not just about me demanding great work. It's critical that they feel that they want to do their best work for us. Because the reality is, creatives are free agents in the purest sense of the word. They, by and large, the best creatives choose which brands and which businesses they want to work on. And I want them to feel that if they come and work on the SC Johnson family of brands, that they're going to work on some of the world's best brands with some of the world's best clients, people who are committed to helping them do their best work, because we are all in the joint pursuit of building these awesome brands.
As you look at the creative teams and the expectations they have of working for a brand, what would you say is the thing that identifies a great client for them, and how can you be that for them?
You know, I think there's a few factors that go into it. I think trust is one. I think intimate knowledge of the brands is another. And a belief that when we work together and the way we manifest that trust, it's that even when we stumble, we still have the resolve to continue going. That we can talk honestly to each other, and if the work isn't working, so to speak, that we can say so. I think creatives hate it when clients lead them along. That when clients are not open and upfront as to what's really on their minds. So it falls to people like me and my colleagues to make sure that we are building that trust, we are building that relationship with our creatives.
Now, we've talked about what SC Johnson can do to make Ogilvy's creatives work better. What can our creatives do to make SC Johnson work better?
So it's really the flip side of what I'm talking. It's the trust factor is still there. I think the other additional factor is we have to be very clear that the creatives really get to live our brands. They understand where these brands are coming from. I'm actually a big proponent of longevity on our brands. The longer that creatives or creative teams will work on our brands, the more they're going to understand them. And the more they'll build a feel for that, you know what the French call the je ne sais quoi of a brand. And I think that's critical. Sometimes I feel that we rotate folks really quickly, and part of it is to build their careers and build out their profiles, and folks get bored as well. And there's that happy balance between the two that we have to strike and make sure there's a level of continuity from the agency's side in order to build these partnerships that we need.
Thank you very much for your time this morning. I appreciate your joining us here.
Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it as well.